I was defeated. I'm calling it. Let's pretend this is my little defeation flag. I don't know. But I'm determined to make it work. Today in this video, we are going to give the Nightmare Before Christmas Melt Collection another chance. Specifically, the Halloween Town palette because, listen, things went awry in the last video in case you missed it. I had some shades get patchy. I was getting hard pan. I was getting this really weird scratchy situation. If you missed that video, I will link it down in my description box if you want to see that first. But I will not be conquered. I will conquer this palette. Number one, because it's $60 and you shouldn't have to work this hard to make it work. I understand that. But I watched a couple videos after I posted mine and I was like, okay, people are making some gorgeous looks with this palette and I'm getting a little bit jealous. So I don't know if I just got a weird batch. I don't know if it was me. I don't know if something happened in the midst of me trying it, but I wasn't happy and I want to be happy and I want to love it. So we're going to try again. There was one review that I saw where the purple that I used that got super patchy did look like it was getting patchy on them too. They didn't mention it at all, so it might have been a lighting situation. I don't know, but the looks were gorgeous nonetheless. And I want to say that everybody that I saw use these shimmer metallic shades actually used a dampened brush instead of their fingers, which I'm used to using my fingers and just throwing it on really quick. So maybe that's more of a multi-purpose. You can use that, get a wash of color, and maybe by using the brush though, I can prevent the hard pan and get something a little bit more impactful because that's what I want in those more expensive palettes, you know? I have a set of clean brushes, so we know nothing fishy is going on with that. I also have two different eyeshadow primers. I got a fresh one from Alter Ego that I love, and then I have an old KVD one that I like. I'm not going to use the ABH primer this time since that didn't work, but that's my usual go-to. But if it's just a matter of different primer, okay, I'll settle for that. I also want to see if I can do a look that the eyeliners will look good with because again, that just hurt my brain. So we're going to dive into it, okay? If you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. I did a little poll over my community tab and you guys voted for this video being a regular traditional YouTube style video that you're watching right now, as opposed to a live. If you do want to see a live video though, I'm doing them once a week now and they're super fun. So make sure you have your notifications turned on, that little bell right there, and you should get notified, I think, when I do lives too. But enough of the chit chat, I'm ready to dive into it. And if you are too, let's go, boo. Boop. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Alter Ego eye primer, and if everything goes fine, I won't have to use a secondary eye primer, I don't think. But I'm just gonna sweep this all over and I'll work one eye at a time just in case things go awry and I need to try something else. Please, 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 if you have this palette, let me know how your experience has been because I felt very alone. I felt like, and that's okay. That's okay. I hope nobody else is having trouble with my palette. I hope either I got a bad batch or who knows, some weird voodoo oogie boogie stuff happened. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing, but it's something that I've only really ever experienced a handful of times and usually with cheap palettes. You guys know, if you've watched me, you know, especially the matte formulas, I was not expecting that to happen with the mattes because the mattes are my melts, that's so hard to say. Matte formulas are like the top of my list, right there with Natasha Denona and Huda Beauty. Those mattes, those three are usually my go-tos, my like ride or dies. I know they're not gonna fail me. This one failed me. So hopefully that's different today. I feel a little bit of tackiness from that Alter Ego primer. Hopefully that goes well. Okay, I'm gonna take the flat side of this little brush and I'm going to take my bugs and I'm gonna stamp it onto the crease. Stamp it right on. Okay, lots of pigment. That's all fine and dandy. And then this is a dual-sided brush, so I'm gonna just flip it over, dust it off, tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna blend. That is pushed around. Now I'm going to take a fluffier brush, like a little Sigma one, and blend that out a little bit more right up here. This Alter Ego base has a lot more stick to it, I can tell, compared to my ABH. Okay, blend is going fine. So far, so good. Okay, that's going good. I honestly would prefer to help make this more of a complete palette. One shade that's a little bit lighter at least, and maybe I'm still going back. I still feel like I need a white to kind of soften some of these colors, because even though that's pretty pastel, I mean, it's coming off a lot deeper on my eyes. Wouldn't you agree? That's just the one shade that I used. It looks a lot deeper to me. But anyways, I know I'm nitpicking this palette, so some people might get mad at me, but it's $60. So I want to make sure you guys are getting the best bang for your buck. You know what I mean? So now the real travesty here. I hope not. So now the real test, we're going back to the shade Bone Daddy, the one that gave me all the issues. I'm gonna use the same brush, just clean it off really quick on my switch. I'm gonna use the same brush that I used to apply my bugs because that just worked. That worked really nice just now. So I know that the brush is an issue. I still see scratch marks, even though I scraped off the top and tried to dust it all off. I still see the scratch marks. I don't know what that's about, but whatever. Let's see if it actually goes better this time. Because who knows, maybe in the process of filming, something got on my eye somehow that I didn't notice, and it was only one eye at a time, so that is possible, right? That like, I could have been fine on one eye and not the other. Who knows? But this is already going good. Do you see that? Those of you who watched that video, that's better. That was patchy instantly before, and the more I tried to fix it, the worse that it was getting. So maybe I was just having an off moment, an off day on just one eye. Because the other shades that I worked on the other side didn't get patchy. Also, it's not nearly as bad of a scraping thing. So this is fine. This right here is totally normal looking and good. So let's make sure we can blend it into this shade up here. I'm just going to gently press it in right there. And then I'm taking this little itty tiny bitty brush. And I'm gonna mix the two. So a little tap there, a little tap there, okay? And I'm just gonna soften this line. And then on the edge over here, I'm just gonna take my bugs and soften that edge so it's not such a harsh, unblended line. Okay, you guys. That went so much better. Wow, what a difference. My goodness, my goodness. Okay, so now I want to experiment with that metallic pan situation. So I saw people using almost like a fluffy, you know, but flat brush like this, and then wetting it. Use my Make It Last spray. I don't mind having to wet my brush and using that. Sometimes it's preferable as opposed to my fingers because sometimes I have really long nails on. And then I'm gonna take Oogie Boogie. No, because, shoot. I just feel like that's gonna make a Beetlejuice look, but those colors look so good together. No, let's do the orange because I wanna make the, you know, whatever. I wanna make the things make sense. Actually, let's do the orange. I wanna make the gel liners. See, that's getting hard pan. It's not coming off on my brush. How did they do it? Okay, let's just apply it and see. Okay, no. Okay, wait. It's okay. It looks like, I mean, it probably is. Maybe it's getting hard pan, but it's going on more than it looks like. On my brush, it just looks like a couple little flecks. It's really bizarre. But then when I move it to my eye, it's working out no problem. Okay, that is gorgeous. That is as beautiful as I saw everybody else doing. Okay, that is killer. I love that. I love that. Good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is, we might add more color, I don't know yet, but let me go do my other eye. I will use my other primer just to see. Maybe it was the ABH primer. That would be crazy because I've never had it not work, but you know, you never know. There's a first time for everything. So I'm gonna go in with my KVD primer on the other side just as an experiment. I'm gonna do the same look and everything so you don't have to sit through all that, and then let's play around with the eyeliners. I think they'll look good with this look, but we'll see. And then maybe I'll add some in different areas. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Okay, I love it, but I do not got the patience for these extreme eye looks anymore, but I do love it. So I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I made it work. It was worth it. However, like we talked about, can we make these work? Do these make sense? Let's see. Should I do the shiny? No, that's not the shiny. That's matte. I think I should do the matte. But let's see the shiny just in case. Yeah, no, that's more red. So they're so similar though. But let's do, this one is Terrible Vision. This is the matte liner. Oh, I do want to see, now that it's been a week, Yeah, it's still, I actually physically see oil dripping down. I want to touch it. Oh, it's so, can you see that? Do you see like the oily slime? I shouldn't say slime, but just like oily residue. Do you guys see that? That is, I've never had a gel liner from Melt do that. And again, I know I'm nitpicking, but this is expensive. These went fine. They went on fine, mostly. The matte definitely did. The matte's good. But this one, I just had to layer like a little bit. And maybe with the little extra oil in it, it won't dry out so much. Like, cause I've had some that really dry out. I've had some that don't. It's inconsistency. And I've talked to you guys, a couple of you guys in the comments about that on the last episode. I don't love Melt's inconsistency. Makes me sad. Makes me heartbroken. Okay, but let's dip in to the matte. Let's move along. I think I'm going to do some fun things, like do a little thing over here. Oh, that's what I know and love about their gel liners. Okay, definitely different. Really fun though. Try to mirror that on the other side. Feel like the Titanic lady. It's been 84 years since I did a unique full glam eye look. I feel a little rusty. And then I'm gonna wing it out on the other side or down here, but not connecting them. Oh, I love how that pops on the purple. I just finished the rest of my makeup. I am so on the fence on whether I want to put lashes on or not. I just feel like a lot's going on. So I don't know if I'm going to decide yet. Let me know down in the comments. See, this is why live is nice, because I can ask you guys. You could tell me. Lashes, no lashes. But, oh, my nose is itchy. Okay, so that's good. Things are going good. I do want to throw a little purple on the lower lash line, I think. I don't know. I should. I want to. I want to do blue. No, I want to do purple. I don't want to do anything that'll make this look too far gone. Just throw that My Bug shade on the lower lash line area. Blending out. I think when I use palettes, I almost just want to like try to use as much as I can, especially when testing it out. But I want to keep it, give it the best shot. I don't want to throw on a blue and then make it throw off the whole look, you know? But man, okay. Blending out so much better today. Okay, so I will say too though, I think it is dependent on primer. I totally forgot to mention that. When I used the KVD on this side, it did want to patch up on me a little bit over here. And actually I see some of it moving around. So I think it's very, very primer dependent base. So again, I use the Alter Ego. These are like, I think they're like 12 bucks or whatever. I am an affiliate, but I didn't pick it just because I'm an affiliate. So you can get a discount on that. I would recommend waiting until there's a palette that you like, so you don't have to pay for shipping if you hit the shipping minimum of the palette and the primer all together. But that worked good. That worked good. Again, that was weird that my ABH primer didn't work. I also want to throw on the lipstick for any of you who are struggling with the color combination to put together. Let's see if it works with this. Now that I have the orange coordinated, I think it will work. So you have to like orange. I mean, if you're getting lipsticks, I think you do. I didn't think I would like this orange lipstick with it, but I think that looks really cool. Let's see what Lock, Shock, and Barrel look like against it. Yeah, too dark. I mean, different. This one has that purple undertone, so it really plays up the purple in the eyes, but then Pumpkin King plays up the orange. Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay. That's the orange anyways. Now, I think I'm gonna do the Lock, Shock, and Barrel. There is the Lock, Shock, and Barrel lipstick applied, and I also changed my shirt because it was kind of throwing off the The green was throwing everything off for me. Tell me if I'm late to this, but you know Melt's matte lipsticks are notoriously really dry, really tuggy. Had them happen with these, just as I usually expect from Melt. Matte Melt. Now, I had the Give Plumping Lip Balm on before because my lips were feeling a little bit dry and I was like not about to put a matte lipstick on the Sahara Desert. So I did that and it went on so smoothly. So I did that again and it glided on, you guys. Lipstick just glided right on. It feels comfortable on my lips, doesn't feel overly dry. It does, I don't want to say sheer it out, but it takes it, it dilutes it a little bit. So you do have to layer a little bit more, but that's worth it for the comfort and the ease of use. It just looks better on my lips. So little hack that I don't remember ever being told and never thought about. If you're having trouble with a matte lipstick, put a little lip balm on first. Again, might dilute it, but it's worth it. So anyways, that's that. Do I feel lashes? I don't know. Something about it just says no. I do feel like, though, putting some of the gel liner on the waterline. I know that's not necessarily recommended, but since we're happy, we're good, we're gonna do it anyways, just for funsies. It's so weird, though, how this one is performing. I'm gonna use the shimmery one because why not? At this point, if something happens now, it is my fault because this is not necessarily meant to be used in that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp it like on the waterline, but not too close in, if that makes sense. Just there. And actually, I think I just like it on the outer corner like that. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Okay, you guys. I love it. I love how this came out. I really, really like this. And I did not think to do this color story right off the bat. I don't know. My brain was just doing something else that day. It was just overwhelmed by all the colors all together. And I think I just overwhelmed my system. I still don't know exactly what happened with the eyeshadows that we were trying that day, but they worked out better today with a different eye primer. So that could very well just be the culprit. So if that happens to you, you could try again before you completely give up. This was literally my first time trying it again since that day. I stepped away, took a breather, and I'm so glad that I gave it another chance because now I'm inspired. Like, this is a fun Halloween look, fall vibes, and I feel reignited. So let me know if that was helpful. I hope that it was. Give it a little thumbs up if it was. Comment down below what other videos you want to see this year. Make sure you subscribe before you go, guys. Thank you so much for coming back and checking on me and seeing how I do this time. And I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye. I am no longer defeated. I do not accept defeat. I claim victory!